I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger.
This video is going to be about turning around, changing direction, that type of thing. Because today I was delivering at this place. It's kind of like a building with buildings all the way around it. So the alley is in like a horseshoe shape where you can come in one way and go out the other. Well, there's businesses, like I say, around this building where I was delivering, and people were trying to come out around my truck. Okay, now there was plenty of room for them to turn around, but instead a couple of them really took a chance and went around my truck. Now keep in mind, it's not paved, it's a muddy hill, it's really nasty to try to go around the truck where I was positioned when there was plenty of room for them to turn around and take that easy path, but they didn't want to take the time to turn around, so they took the chance. And one girl, you could really see the frustration and confusion on her face as she was making her decision to go around my truck. And it almost cost her big because she was really close and she was on that hill. She could have slid down into the trailer, and skinned up her car or tore up my tires. And it got me thinking, it really got me thinking. I saw just as many turn around and go back out the easy way. So I'm wondering if, say it's a ratio of 50%, half of humanity will push forward, go through whatever, just to keep from turning around or changing direction, because they're so focused on that one thing. They have such tunnel vision on that one thing that's all that they can focus on. That's all that they can think about. And to turn around never even crosses their mind, which is dangerous in my eyes. They would rather take a risk, a not needed risk. It's not even, I could see taking a risk if you didn't have any other choice or somebody trying to get you, but it was nothing. All they had to do was put it in reverse and then put it in drive and go. It's not, I just don't understand that way of thinking, or not thinking, I should say, because people like that are the ones that I believe get other people hurt. Anyway, we'll put that towards business and think about it. Now years ago, whenever I started my business life, now I've only been in my business just a little bit less than 3 years now. And when I first started Schneider, I had an original set of plans. Matter of fact, I went to KLLM for a short stint just to see if I would enjoy being an owner-operator. And it showed me that I would enjoy it, but I definitely did not want to have a dispatcher, because at KLLM at the time we had dispatchers. We had no choice, and you barely could even get the dispatchers on the phone to find out what you had to do if you didn't want a load that they sent you. It was not for me. Let's just say I want to be as nice as I can, because they are a Mississippi company, and I'd like to support other Mississippi companies, but KLLM was not for me. And when I finally got to go to Schneider, and I leased this truck on with SFI, and I went and I started hauling Schneider National Freight on the IC board. I had never heard of Advanced Trucking at that time. I had no clue. I didn't have no clue that I would want to pay off this truck with a bank loan to lower my monthly payments. I learned so many lessons in those first 2 years. There were so many times that I had to stop, turn around, back up, and choose a different direction. I didn't quit. I didn't throw keys up on the table and say no more. I found a different direction, and I made it work for me. You have to think on the go. You have to make changes to your plans. Now, whenever I did go over to Advanced Trucking, and whenever I did refinance this truck with my bank, and I got a lower monthly note instead of a weekly note, y'all, those were the two biggest and best decisions that I could have made for my business. Now, instead of struggling every week, my business is getting stronger. And I'm looking forward to the next steps, which is getting a trailer, getting a driver, getting my own authority. You know, those are the next logical steps for me in business, unless I want to stay like I am right now forever. And I really don't want to do that. I want to be able to prosper and expand. I want more out of this thing that I call business, this wonderful trucking industry. You know, I see so much going on in this industry, and I would like to hire drivers and pay drivers well and treat them well. That's all part of the goal, but I still, at the same time, you got to make money. You got to have money put up for certain repairs and maintenance and expansion. You know, all those things come out of the money pot, and you got to prepare each one. But you need to sit back before you start your business and make a set of goals. Draw out your business plan, have it all laid out. I mean, fine tune it. But when you start, understand that business plan needs to be a living document. You need to be able to make changes on the go. You need to change that plan to suit you as you go in this business. Now, the place where I'm hauling right now was always part of my plan, and Advanced Trucking helped me reach this goal quicker than I would have if I would have had to stay at Snyder. Or what my original plan was I was going to go with Snyder, and then I was going to end up at Landstar for about a year, you know, to kind of learn how they did things. And then I was going to go in to get my own authority because, like I said, I never heard of Advanced Trucking. Travel Loco got started. I hearing about them not long after I got at Snyder. But I mean, in my opinion, Advanced Trucking is way better than a Landstar deal. Landstar, you get to choose your freight and everything, but it's their freight for the most part, if I'm not mistaken. I could be, but I am very happy here, and I will not make a plan on leaving here until I'm very comfortable to do so. I'm not going to put my business at risk trying to rush myself when there's no need to rush and take that risk. You follow me? I think it's better to go and take the safe choice than to take a risk, and with the only reward being that you're going to reach your destination just a little bit quicker. You know, the money's going to be the same once you reach that destination. It's just if you don't turn around and you take the risk, you may get there a little bit quicker. And I just don't think that that's worth taking the risk, because, hey, people fail in this industry. People fail in business every day. Making it 3 years in the trucking industry, the trucking business, is not as easy as it sounds. I wish I had time to go and find the statistics of how many trucking businesses fold up after 1, 2, 3 years. And, you know, even when I started, people said I would never make it. And I feel proud and happy that I've made it this far. And I would not have been able to make it this far if it wasn't for the good Lord. Because God's watched my back every step of the way. I mean, I feel very blessed, and I'm very happy with the things that He has allowed to happen in my life. And I will repay Him as much as I can through life. That's one reason why I try to make these videos. I have been super busy, though, and I hadn't been able to do them right and correct. I'm hoping this one turns out well. My sound quality is not going to be the best. Some of these videos are not the best, but I've got a new camera. I actually got a drone for Christmas, and I'm hoping to try to use it some. But honestly, I've just been working. I've been working and trying to make sure that I keep my customers happy. And that's the main thing, to keep that money coming in every week. And it takes my entire 5 days to get everything done. And when I'm home on the weekend, you got things that have to be done. I have family have to be seen, chores that need to be done. And the weather down here in the south, y'all, has not been good. I'm finna show y'all a picture of a trailer that washed off in the river. And I got word this morning the big old white house that was up above this trailer floated down the river this morning at 3 a.m. They're not sure how far down it floated, but when it slid off the bank, they said that it made a loud noise and woke a lot of people up, and it was floating down the river like a big old houseboat. So heck, that thing could be in the Gulf of Mexico for all I know. It's crazy. That river does crazy stuff every year. You never take life for granted on the river. That there is the trailer, kind of stuck off in there. And then in these next few pictures, I was stopped on the bridge overlooking Baton Rouge on I-10, right before you get to the 10 I-10 split. And I grabbed a few snapshots. Thought y'all might like them. And the pictures that are going to be coming up after these, I took in Lake Providence, Louisiana. I thought they were pretty neat. Good artistry. But yeah, you need to be able to make changes on the fly. Think outside the box. Don't be so hard-headed that you're stuck to that business plan and you refuse to change it, because it could cost you dearly, and it just might cost you a little bit of money. Willing to be able to turn around might make you a lot of money. It might help your business more than you could ever dream. And that's what I hope for all of you. I hope that all your businesses and your jobs do really well, and we all make a lot of money this year. The government shutdown will be over one of these days, and things are going to get back to normal. Just wait and see. God bless. We'll catch y'all on the next ride.